I just want to point out, and I just want to go just a little bit more into this. I've had that picture since it came out. This just proves to me that something did go on with those kids. That there was no gunshots. We all know that part of it was bullshit. I want you guys, if you get a chance, go back. Was it 1932? Go look up Charles Lindbergh and the kidnapping of his kid and supposed murder that they blamed on some German guy. And then right away in 1933, interesting year, right? 1933, they took us off the gold standard and they said you can't own gold anymore. Okay, all of this stinks. All of this shit's tied into the same fucking bullshit. Something happened to these kids. Something really evil. Because I want you to go do a little bit of studying and find out who Joseph Mengele was and what his deal was with twins. Okay, he was the butcher of Leon. He was the angel of death. Okay? These people gave up their kids. That's why they're happy as fuck. I don't know what happened to them. Something happened to these kids. It wasn't some dope that walked in there with a gun and did something. They did something. This right here ties this and this together. The Nazis and the Zionist Jews. This ties it together right here. This bulb. The Jews do not celebrate Christmas. They don't have need for fucking Christmas tree bulbs. But we do understand that this last bulb on the tree is a Nazi, Hebrew Zionistic fucking murder a little kid thing like Jean Benet, which is interestingly enough translates into the devil. We've been had 300 million motherfuckers in the United States and we couldn't storm that fucking school. It's gone now. It's gone. It's gone. And so a few of us will figure this out. Look at how they cubed it. Look at how they cut it at an angle. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking morons. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm just sick. I'm just sick. Because it proves all they're doing is they've been doing this forever. They whacked these little kids. They did something. Go read about John Bonet. The side of her head was smashed in. Okay? I'll try and find out where I read what that was. But they had a thing that was called a Phoenician hammer strike. Okay? And that's where, just before the kid or sacrifice or whatever was about to die, they would smash the side of the head in with a fucking hammer. Okay? All of this shit is evil. Those kids got whacked. I don't know what Dr. Death did with them, but he was real big into twins. And there's some really funky, seriously dangerous shit going on here. Okay? It isn't 9/11 was an inside job. This shit is deep, deep, deep. This shit goes back to the Phoenicians. I mean, basically this shit goes back to hell. Okay, so the Sandy Hook wasn't a hoax. This absolutely proves it wasn't a hoax. It proves that something did go down there. The hoax thing is even a better cover-up than the original story because it got people believing that there was nothing involved. This Christmas tree bulb and this shit with Mengele absolutely proves to me 100% that these kids were murdered. I'm not so sure they were murdered in the school, but these kids were murdered, just like Jean Benet was. Okay, to the big three. That's who they were murdered to. You know who the big three is. I just want you to stop and think about that for a minute.